Welcome to my Dragon Kindred. I'm Drake Raven, and let's play some games.
Welcome back to Creativerse here on the Geektopia server, where we will continue the Dragon Keep with episode 6, where we finish up the High Garden, work on the Dragon Tail path, and then I will show you, of course, the start of the level 4 of the Dragon Tower. And as always, be sure to check out the links in the description below, and special thanks to Jonti Sparrow over at Geekism for allowing us to join the adventure. As we continue with the adventure here, you'll see that I managed to create a teleporter in the spawn hub that will head back to my Dragon Keep. And directly across from Pickled Cow's location. So I have a little tiny teleporter room in the reserved bedroom. I have my stone mountain access across the way, so I have plenty of stone to provide to other people. In my quest to build the Dragon Mountain, I have managed to die a lot, get thrown up into the air due to the various traps, and unfortunately that has left me with a lot of death stones, so definitely have to work on improving the layout of my dragon graveyard. For now, we're going to take the shortcut of the Raven setup to get to the next set of stairs to get us over to the High Garden to very much pick up where we left off last time, as we only had that nearly halfway done. And off to the right here, you'll see that I have a little hut that I put with the teleporter to get access to all that wonderful stone and peak stone and snow. So relocating the mountain supplies there. So we're gonna turn around here and get up around the High Garden path. And we'll show you very much what we actually have put all the way through this path, coming all the way down along the bottom here, coming all the way up, and then repeating the stair pattern all the way further up. And over here we of course have Pickled Cow's retreat location, which actually looks very nice and overlooking his location and the valley between. So it was a nice little way to connect the two areas. And then I decorated the pattern to kind of close in the area as a little reserved access. I love the layout that he did for that. It looks very nice. Going up these little steps here, some of this is a little bit unfinished. I do have water that I need to put in this little bit of the pattern to continue on with the High Garden. I decided not to do the garden all the way around, but tried to match it as best I could to the other side to do a bit of a mirror effect. Make a dragon tail path through parts of this, continuing on with the design, and we'll wrap it all the way around the bottom layer of the mountain valley here. I'm just going to take a moment to put in some more pieces to continue the design, and then what we'll do is we'll have this connect up to our actual level 3 high garden that we came up, and then it will swing back around and then go all the way to the level 4, which will show off a little bit later in the end of the video. As we transition over toward the level 4 area here, I've managed to put in a little bit of a actual peakstone tower. And I'll show you that detail here in a second. I'm going to take a look over at my area from way up above. What I did is I gave it the kind of dragon tooth look with the slopes kind of raised and lifted up. And then over here we have the first major area. I kind of squared it in. I was very inspired by the Colosseum, a Parthenon kind of look. So I came up with a little bit of a kind of raised pillar area, and I'm going to attempt to build the tower up into probably 3 or 4 levels high, working its way toward the center, keeping the center, of course, open so that the launcher of the dragon launcher doesn't get broken again, because that was quite painful or difficult to have to try to fix. I end up using some limestone slabs there up at the top, kind of contrast to the peakstone color. So I'd use that a little bit as a somewhat of a frame, or that at least is going to be my plan for a bit later. Welcome back once more to the first floor here. We'll take a moment to get back out toward the main front area and take a closer look at the design as soon as I can get through these doors. I'm still working out the whole pressure plate speed there. As we take a moment to turn around, you'll see that what I end up having is a 2-tier design so far that will get improved up to the either 4 or 5 tiers focusing toward the center, and then way up at the top of the world I want to try to put a full-ping castle, which will be that floating castle or something like that, using the industrial blocks inside and the snow blocks on the outside to show some kind of weather damage from Norse mythos. So we'll take a little bit of a closer look here at the current design from the ceiling and front view here. Well, for this next part, I want to take a visit over to the Stone Mountain area where I hit a teleporter inside of the stone area. I've got some peak stone, and some snow, but this is just a little protected area for me to farm this other mountain, just to while I get the design laid out the way I want all the way across the valley. Oh, we got a ram here. I did manage to get some taming bell set up, so I did manage to create a ram, and I could let that ram walk around, so he'll be floating around my area. I'm going to try to get tame a second one. That was a rather painful experience of death. We're going to teleport here to our nearly finished work of our dragon path from the third area. We're going to curve around and down, and I'm continuing the light and steel post. They provide some lighting. This is the dragon tail path that's kind of slanted, and then I used some variations of slopes to give a kind of curved zigzag process, and this is the more complete path from what you had seen earlier. It goes all the way nice and smooth over to this waterfall, and then again does a little bit of a zigzag curve. At some point, when I make more stone slabs, I'm going to have it curve around, and it'll be layered underneath the overpass bridge here. And then at some point, I'm going to have it go up on the other side of the actual waterfall there. And then this here is the more complete two-story design. I managed to get some help with getting a blue beacon set up, so it'll be nice and permanent, so I have a center point to work from, or not get used. I want the 9 blocks to not be touched at the center, so that the dragon launcher will fully work. So we'll use those markers as center points, and we'll teleport back home here. As evening approaches, it's time for bed, and I want to thank my kindred for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and check the links in the description below, and I'll see you all on the morrow.